is coverage you can count on. WGAL News 8 Today starts now.
State lawmakers now going after swatting calls. The new bills set to be introduced today and how they will try to prevent first responders from having to respond to fake emergencies.
I'm Amy Lou in Washington with the new actions against Russia ahead of the 2-year anniversary of its full-scale war in Ukraine.
Fallen trees leaving an historic cemetery in Harrisburg badly damaged. How a group is now working to repair that cemetery and how you can help.
Also, mud sales start today in Lancaster County. Why the annual sales are so important, and we'll give you a look at all the stuff up for grabs.
And we're starting this hour at 6 o'clock with a live look from our Harrisburg Skycam. And you see that fog sticking around in some parts of the capital region and elsewhere. So look out for that as you're heading out this morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm Matt Barcaro.
I'm Caitlin Smith. So Regina's going to have your commute, and if you do have to deal with any of that fog, and Christine's going to tell us when it's clearing out.
Well, I think the fog will linger into the morning rush, but it's not as dense as it was overnight. So we are seeing some improvements, but other spots you still might see reduced visibility down to a mile or even a half mile. There's a live look at our Storm Team radar network. It was quiet just an hour ago, but now we're starting to see a couple of showers popping up in southern Franklin County. So we're not done with the rain quite yet. Most of it is over. There still could be a few lingering showers, though. Temperature check, 39 in Harrisburg, 41 in Lancaster, 41 for Carlisle. It's a mild start. Check out our high today. We should be up near the 50 mark this afternoon with some clearing. So fog, maybe a lingering shower this morning, clouds. Then we see the sunshine again later this afternoon. So it should clear gradually later today.
And that 50 is the top of the roller coaster, right?
And then it's downhill.
We come down tomorrow.
Only temporarily
Okay,
tomorrow.
let me go right back up.
Just a quick hold shot.
All right, you never know what. You got to buckle up, right?
Just
This time of
stay
year.
indoors on Saturday. Just,
You could.
just
could.
wrap up and don't go outside.
It'll be cold.
And good morning, everyone. Happy Friday to you. Hopefully you're having a great morning to start. Thank you for watching us here. Right now across the Susquehanna Valley, we're looking great. No crashes, no interruptions as of right now. Want to say good morning to Dauphin County. Let's take a live look over the intersection of Route 743 and 22. This is Granville. And you can just see that fog that we have been talking about. You can see that in our live shot there. So just keep that in mind as you're heading out. Wanted to give you a look at some speeds in Lancaster County. If you're on 283 eastbound, you're looking at a 65 mile per hour drive, 30 eastbound, 61 miles per hour there, and 222, about a 40 mile per hour drive. So you should be good there. Wanted to give you a look also at Franklin County. You can see it is pretty foggy from our PennDOT camera over Interstate 81 and 16. So you can see just how that is looking there. Drive times for you. If you're headed eastbound on 30, you should be good to go. If you're headed to Columbia from York, a 15-minute drive there. And if you're headed to Lancaster from York, you're looking at 25 minutes. We'll have another check on traffic for you coming up in about 10 minutes.
This has been a Lancaster Toyota traffic report.
This morning, police are investigating 2 separate shootings in Dauphin County. The first happened in Harrisburg and left 1 man dead. Police say he was shot around 2 yesterday morning on Vernon Street. He was taken to the hospital where he died. And also in Dauphin County and Susquehanna Township, police there are investigating a shooting that happened yesterday afternoon. They say a man was shot along the 3200 block of Wakefield Road. He was taken to the hospital, but there's no word on how he's doing this morning.
In Cumberland County right now, a fraternity at Shippensburg University is on interim suspension while the school investigates hazing allegations. A school spokesperson says it was made aware of the allegations against the Theta Xi fraternity last weekend and says the school is now investigating. With the fraternity on interim suspension, it will not be recognized as an organization by the university and is banned from on and off campus activities. Happening today in Harrisburg, a group of state lawmakers planning to introduce a series of bills to try to find a solution for swatting calls.
Those are those fake calls to police. This has been affecting communities across the nation and right here in the Susquehanna Valley. Let's go right back to Regina. She has more on what's happening at the state capitol with this.
Yeah, Caitlin and Matt, so swatting, as you mentioned, is when someone places a fake 911 call alleging a serious crime or threat just to have police and other first responders show up to the alleged scene. And earlier this month, there was an incident at Walmart in Edders, York County, where a caller claimed someone had been shot and made some other false claims as well. Not knowing these types of calls are false alarms, police and other first responders do go to the scene. Now, lawmakers want to make sure those responsible for these calls officials are held accountable. One of the 4 bills being introduced today would allow courts to order a person found guilty of a swatting call to pay the costs incurred by emergency crews that responds to a swatting call, and that could include things like the wages of those first responders or the costs of supplies and equipment used in responding to that call. York County Republican Dawn Keefer is a co-sponsor of these bills. In a statement, she said that communities cannot afford to have police officers chasing fake calls and exhausting valuable resources. Another one of the bills being introduced today would criminalize swatting and make it a felony offense if anyone suffers an injury while responding to this call. Matt?
All right, thanks, Regina. Now to the war in Ukraine, which will mark its 2nd year tomorrow. At this point in the war, Russia is believed to control almost 1/5 of Ukrainian territory. The invasion has killed or wounded hundreds of thousands of Ukrainians, but the overall number has not been made public.
And ahead of that anniversary tomorrow, the White House is expected to announce major sanctions against Russia today.
News 8's Amy Luz in our Washington bureau this morning with the latest on this. Amy?
The Treasury and State Departments are imposing more than 500 sanctions meant to weaken Russia's hand in the war. The White House says the sanctions will target a substantial range of Russia's defense industry and economy, adding to the thousands of international sanctions already imposed on Russian goods, banks, and oil. They come after the new indictments of several Russian businessmen with ties to the Kremlin. Some, the Justice Department charged with evading the sanctions and laundering money. President Biden also met with the family of opposition leader Alexei Navalny, saying his death will not be in vain while sending a message to Putin.
That was made clear to me is that Yolanda is she's gonna continue the fight he had underway. So we're not letting up.
President Biden referring to Navalny's widow there. Meanwhile, the White House is planning new sanctions on Iran for selling drones to Russia and is promising a swift response from the UN if it sells ballistic missiles to help Moscow in the war. In Washington, I'm Amy Lou.
Commitment 2024 coverage. It is the last day before the Republican primary in South Carolina, and the candidates are making a final push to try to win votes. Former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley is hoping for a home state advantage to help her in that race. But early polls show former President Donald Trump already has a commanding lead. Nationwide, he has 63 delegates to Haley's 17.
A Harrisburg group is now asking for help after an historic African-American cemetery was badly damaged by fallen trees. We have some video to show you this damage. This is the Lincoln Cemetery. It's on South 30th Street. And you can see 2 big trees fell, damaging several historic headstones. The group called Saving Our Ancestors' Legacy, or SOUL for short, is now leading the repair work. And according to SOUL, Lincoln Cemetery is the final resting place of more than 10,000 African Americans, including many civil rights advocates and Civil War veterans.
Our earliest headstone is 1812. And people were moved from other cemeteries. It's kind of the only place that you would have been buried. And a lot of people have forgotten that their roots are here and that this is the place where it's like the only place where some people's names were recorded.
SOUL said repairing the damaged headstones could cost upwards of $5,000. 6:08, and today the mud sail season kicks off in Lancaster County.
So it's that annual tradition always held around this time of year, and News 8's Gabrielle Thomas is live in Strasburg. She has been throughout the morning and looks like she's got some beautiful, is that a quilt you've got on there?
That's right. Good morning, Matt, Caitlin. It's the 49th annual mud sail here at Strasburg Fire Company. And let me tell you, they have some good stuff. But my favorite, this quilt. Take a look. You can get so many colors and different sizes and shapes. And I've just learned that there are 400 of them. So they have a lot of different things that you can choose from here. I mean, wouldn't you like a quilt to keep you warm on a rainy day? Maybe a Netflix and chill. Now, I have Scott Weichler here, he's the deputy chief. Scott, what do you guys auction off here?
Well, aside from the quilts, we have Amish-made crafts, we have antiques, a very large tent full of antiques, furniture, sheds, tools, both new and used, farm equipment, Amish buggies, lawn and garden furniture. So we have a little bit of everything, and then we have a whole series of what we call box lots, and that's kind of a box of surprises.
I mean, there's a lot to choose from, and you wouldn't want to miss out on this. The sale will be going on today from 4 to 8, and then tomorrow from 8 until 5. Live in Strasburg, Gabrielle Thomas, WGAL News 8.
It does look warm.
Yeah, for sure. And that's something you won't need today, but tomorrow for sure. Gabrielle, thank you so much. Let's go over to Christina and Regina because I know today we're going to hit 50. Is that right?
Yeah, it's not going to be bad. But then tomorrow winter blows in here. And in between time, I think you'll be able to see the moon. So let's take a look at our forecast for February's full moon. It is the snow moon, officially full tomorrow morning. But I think you're going to be able to catch it as it rises this evening at 5:07. There'll be breaks in the clouds. Tomorrow morning for moonset, not as lucky. I think it'll be mostly cloudy. So take a look.